Hey there everyone, Video Game Cabinet here, and tonight we're doing a review of Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. I do not own the authentic CIB or cartridge, but I did play it on the Super Nintendo Classic Mini here. So this is my review. I finally played through Earthbound. Over the years, I have heard many retro gamers talk about how much they love this game, but I put off playing it for a long time because it did not look like my type of RPG. However, a week and a half ago, I decided to give it a shot. At first, I did not like the game at all, but partway through, it actually started to grow on me. And after finishing it yesterday morning, I can honestly say I really liked it. The story of Earthbound starts with a crashed meteor that wakes up the lead character's neighborhood. You investigate the crash site with some friends, and a bee from 10 years into the future tells you that Gigas, the universal cosmic destroyer, is going to destroy the Earth. The bee also says that you are the chosen one to stop this from happening. You must find 3 other chosen children to help you on your quest to visit 8 secret sanctuaries to record melodies that will lead you to stopping Gigas. When I first started my playthrough of Earthbound, the quirky vibe and humor seemed lame to me. The suburban American setting was different from what I was used to in a JRPG, and the NPCs wandering the towns would crack corny jokes. It was weird, and I did not see the appeal. However, the story gets a little more serious and much more cerebral as you proceed deeper through the quest, especially when you enter Ness's mind into the psychedelic realm of Magicant. This balanced out very well with the lighthearted beginning and middle of the adventure. And during the final battle, the story gets surprisingly heartfelt with all the NPCs praying for your triumph over the evil Gigas. I absolutely loved the ending of Earthbound, and it actually made me look back fondly on the beginning of the game and how it fit with the overall narrative. The gameplay is also really well polished, with a lot of fresh ideas for the RPG genre. Enemies are visible before you fight them, giving you the ability to run away or sneak in a surprise attack. When you get hit with a mortal blow, your health meter slowly ticks down, giving you time to heal if you're quick enough. The battle system itself is easy to understand and lots of fun. It's similar to the Dragon Quest games, with the first-person perspective and satisfying sound effects from basic attacks. The game also does not punish you badly for dying, letting you keep all your experience and only taking half the money from your wallet and none from your bank account. I also loved how much variety there was in the locales and how unique each of them looked from each other. The quaint town Tucson, zombie-infested Threed, Metropolitan City Foreside, Snowy Winters, Beach Town Summers, Desert of Scaraba, and the prehistoric land of Underworld were all distinct and memorable. The vibrant colors in the graphics and unconventional soundtrack further enhanced the game's artistic flair. I was indifferent at first, but Earthbound really won me over by the end. The emotional beats in the final stretch brought perfect balance to the more comedic tone of the rest of the game, and gave me a much deeper appreciation for the offbeat nature of it all. I rate Earthbound an 8.5 out of 10. I can see why it is adored by so many, and it has expanded my horizons for what I enjoy in gaming. And that is my review. This one really, I put off playing it for a long time because, like I said, it never looked like my type of game, especially my type of RPG. It just looked kind of weird, and it was more about the humor, and a lot of the jokes seemed kind of corny at first. When I first started it, honestly, I was kind of hating it. It was not for me. I think a couple months ago, I tried playing it for like a good hour and a half, and it was like pulling teeth. I was not in the mood for it at all. And then I took a couple months to play some other games and review some other stuff. And I went back to it a week and a half ago, came in fresh, started over. And at first I was like, well, you know, it's not what I'm used to. But it's not bad, but I'm just very indifferent towards it. Like, you know, it's maybe okay at best, but not really. I really don't care for it, but I stuck with it because I wanted to give it a full chance and a full review. And I'd say about halfway through, I was kind of like, well, you know, this, you know, it's growing on me. And I'd say in the final, like once you're about, I don't know, 70 or 80% through the game, once you enter Ness's mind and it becomes more cerebral, like a little bit darker, but just more like relating to the mind and everything like that. I thought that balanced out really well with the lighthearted comedic tone of the other 70% of the preceding game. But then towards the tail end, it actually starts to get pretty emotional. And I don't want to spoil too much about the ending, but yeah, the ending felt very heartfelt. I really, really love the ending. It honestly made me look back and actually, you know, kind of love the rest of the game that I was indifferent to at first, but it made it all make sense together in this harmony of different beats and emotions that you feel. And, you know, I actually started a second playthrough just for like a couple hours yesterday afternoon and playing through the game from the beginning. I'm appreciating and liking and loving the beginning a lot more now as I'm playing through it, you know, for a little bit a second time. I don't know if I'll go through a whole second playthrough right now. I got other games on my backlog, but yeah, that final stretch of the game really made me, you know, kind of love the rest of the game. You know, right now I'm giving it an 8.5. Who knows, maybe in the future I will, you know, complete a second playthrough and it might grow a little bit higher. I don't know. I can at least see now, you know, a lot of people say this is like one of their favorite games or their favorite game of all time. Well, I can understand much better now why they feel that way. It's not my single favorite game ever, but it's really good. It's kind of great. I mean, I gotta admit, this one, you know, at the beginning, just going from, you know, just total like whatever disinterest to like, wow, that was actually really impressive and artistic by the end, you know. So I got to give it props off to that. But yeah, so I did play it on the SNES Mini. I don't have the authentic CIB. I don't know, it's kind of expensive, maybe someday. It's also an oversized box, so it doesn't really fit uniform with the rest of the collection, but I don't know, you know, we'll see maybe someday. But for right now, I'm happy having it just on here to play again whenever I want to. And yeah, the convenience of having the save states on here was really cool. Sometimes I use the save states. Sometimes I just let my characters die and start over because, like I said, they don't punish you too bad, which is really cool. You know, it's kind of like the Dragon Quest games where you wake up at a nearby hospital and you lose half your money in your wallet, but not your bank account, so that's even more convenient. So it's really not too bad whether you're playing with save states or not. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. I'm really happy to have finally played through this one. It was really, really good. I was very, very surprised. You know, at first I thought, oh man, this game looks really overrated, but no, it was really, really good. I'm really pleasantly surprised. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. 8.5 out of 10 for Earthbound, and have a good night.